Yeah, like a big open room that is cold, like probably 50 degrees, something like that. It's not like extremely cold, but definitely cold.
Noticeable.
And it's not cold like there's a breeze. There's definitely no breeze. It's just super. There's just
still air.
Still
I yelled down into the hole.
Well, you're probably wearing boots and stuff.
Oh,
so,
that's true.
I mean, you could reach down and
I'm not just touching my stocking feet.
But it's
I yelled down to the boys. Hey, I see you can't find your way out there. Would you want me to lower my rope?
Yeah, man.
Okay. I pull out a rope out of my adventures pack.
Okay.
And I set up an anchor on 2 of the stalagmites.
Okay.
With your pitons?
No, you can just tie a rope around the stalagmites and be fine.
How long is your rope? This thing is 50 feet.
I don't know,
it's 50 feet
yeah.
usually, but it's fine. It's
Adventure
20 feet
rope.
down. And
Now, before heading up the rope, I'd like to just kind of walk and make a perimeter. Just to see if I can see anything with dark vision. I can see up to, I think, like 60 feet and make it dim instead of dark.
Okay.
Do I see anything? Make, like...
Into the room and
roll for a vision check.
and you guys kill the drider and then you start looking around and off in the distance you see this it's like swirling ball of black smoke off in the distance, and it seems to kind of be slowly just like weaving around, and it seems to kind of be heading in your direction actually. And it's just
kind of like that thing from Lost.
Kind of, but it's basically like a big ball of gray smoke, and then in the center is this almost humanoid figure. It's
kind of
black.
like Ghastly.
Yeah,
black. Yeah,
it's
kind
like
of like
Ghastly,
Ghastly, but with a humanoid figure in the middle. But the humanoid, it's humanoid, so it's very. You can't even see legs. It's like a weird proportionate sort of human. It's not like there's nothing clear, so it's kind of moving and shifting around, but.
Hell spells.
And it's kind of like slowly, just kind of going.
It's not coming right at us, but it's like lazily making its way over.
You thought you had the willies before, boy.
Brr, but you ain't had willies like them willies. I don't even give Hollis. I don't even give Corn an option, and I grab him and throw him up to the rope. Even though the rope's on the ground, I want to throw him higher to try and get
like
up on the
start.
rope. Yeah, exactly. With a 7 plus. This is strength, you said?
Yeah.
1. Oh, can it be an athletics check?
Yeah. You throw some things athletics.
Okay, so 8.
Like a javelin.
For sure. It's definitely.
15.
Okay, yeah, you throw them about 4 feet up.
Sweet.
You grab on.
You grab
So,
on that.
yeah,
You
you
just make a check
scuttle
to grab the rope now.
Scuttles
Sleight of
about.
hand?
And then you climb the rope. Yeah, you can climb the rope, right? That sounds pretty.
No, it's fine.
I
It's
climb
a rope.
Yeah, it's a
I
rope.
weigh like 250 pounds, so.
Anyway,
It's anchored, so it's not like he's holding you.
yeah.
So yeah, you climb the rope, and as you like kind of get up the rope, you see this black smoke kind of like as you look back down, it kind of like goes and finds its way to under the hole, and like the black in the middle, you see it kind of rotate up towards you, and then you see these 2 red eyes kind of pop out, like it like start glowing, and then it goes away.
Okay, so we definitely dodged a bullet there. I'm assuming. Because that was crazy-ish.
Sort of dodged a bullet. It knows we're here.
Well, yeah, but we're not down there with it anymore. Which I like. I enjoy that fact.
All of a sudden, it's like, oh yeah, and it comes right.
That just like
So it floats up and kills you.
Yeah, it floats up.
You're not dead.
What do you guys do? You're standing around this hole.
Oh, we didn't get to loot the thing.
Who's a spider? I mean,
We climb back down.
Have like armor and a short sword. And
Yeah, I loot that spider. Oh wait, it's down there.
Yeah.
Just come.
If you want to go
Got
down
on board.
Ghost Boy with Danny Phantom, then yeah, go for it.
So is there
That's
further
such a great
down
show.
into the room when you made it to
Box
the end of
goals.
the...
Yeah, there's the end of the room. There's also the spiraling staircase.
That's the only place
That's the
that
only
we
place
haven't
that you
yet.
haven't discovered, really.
So
Was there another
ended then?
Tom, When we went down into the tunnel, didn't it go in both directions, or did it only go in one?
It went both directions, but
We haven't
those were the
come.
Myconids were. Is that what you're talking about?
Oh, is that what we're...
This is where you entered the hole.
Okay.
You came in here and went this way.
Mycon.
And then, no, Myconids were down here.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Opposite direction.
Spider-Man.
And then
Staircase.
Okay. I thought when we dropped into the hole that it was like already in a tunnel, and so it already had
that's
like
what I thought.
two
Yeah,
directions we
gotcha.
could go from there.
Yeah.
To
So now that we're in the main chamber and we didn't fall through the floor, back up. From the floor.
Alright. Kid Nord's back. Internet had crapped out.
Hey, it's cool, man. Internet sucks sometimes.
They killed the spider, Drider.
We did kill the spider. It was pretty glorious.
And they climb back up with Hollis's rope and are going to explore some more.
Well, is there an up from the room that we're in?
Only to ground level.
Okay, we're on only to ground level. That makes sense. So can we make our assumption that this is kind of like a feeding chamber for this Drider thing? Or what is this room? that we're in? There's just people chained up.
Yeah,
dead.
that's the weird part.
I would assume something's doing something with the heads.
Yeah.
Apparently.
I mean,
If not eating, then I mean.
see, that's what I thought. Is the Drider like eating these creatures or
You get yourself a bling.
what?
Hopefully, there's no mind flayers about. That would be no fun.
The guys with the squids on their face?
Yeah, them thingies.
Yeah, no, it's just the Drider, but it's down at the bottom, so to inspect it, you need to be down there.
No, thank you. What do you guys think? What you think, man?
There's only one place left to go.
Alright.
Down.
Oh, yeah, down.
I mean, but technically,
It's a different way.
Yeah,
so you start to you come out of this cavern and go right to where Corrin had gone down this spirally ramp.
Mm-hmm.
And as you make your way into this this hallway that's spiraling down, like Corrin remembers, there's these weird purple slugs all over the wall on the left hand side that are kind of like slugging about. And you start to make your way down this spiral staircase, and it kind of just goes down and down and down and down and down and down, and obviously lower than the room that you were in.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually it kind of levels out and enters into this cavern where off to the right hand side you see drow moving about.
Okay.
And you're kind of slowly walking down and looking about, and this is where you start to see the drow. It doesn't look like there's any sort of
Mischief.
operation or anything specific going on. There just seems to be I don't know, throughout the room there's probably 20 drow, but it's a big room.
Yeah.
And there's corridors kind of going off in all sorts of directions. To the right hand side, there's a corridor going into a room, and then you can kind of go forward a bit, and the corridor goes off to the left. It's kind of like a left right sort of deal, where there's these corridors kind of going off to different. And obviously this is all caves, so it's not like man-made stuff.
Pretty cool.
And the drow are like. Some of them are like pushing carts. Some of them are like dragging things. We seem to be kind of moving stuff.
Yeah, it looks like they're working.
Yeah, they're working.
Okay.
So, like, mining work, does it seem like? Or
Oh, and you see these creatures amongst them. They're big, white, furry creatures that look very terrifying.
Like fish.
Like they're guards sort of deal. And you didn't see them before, but now you see them.
So I didn't see these big old hairy white things before.
see these ones before.
I probably wouldn't have suggested we come down here if I'd have known there was.
Had I seen it, I probably wouldn't have made a suggestion on that.
That voice.
This.
Oh jeez. Oh gosh. Get those out of here, dude. Quaggoth.
Yeah, but you don't know the name, so.
Well, I look
Qui-Gon.
I look over and I say, oh, that's a Quaggoth.
That's
What do you mean I don't know what it is? I just said what its name was. That's
So,
Al.
boys,
He's in
boys.
the bar every Thursday night.
I
Yeah, go ahead.
said, I believe we may be a little bit out of our price range, if you know
There's
what I
only
mean.
about 3 of them throughout the whole cavern.
Yeah,
Three days.
But I do have to say, I
only
only got 20 hit points left. And I gotta say that makes me mighty nervous, and I don't know about y'all, but
Shoot, last time you had less than that when we killed that Cyclops, I bet.
I bet. I don't know for certain, but I think, and I don't know how we always go
You
back
were
to like,
practically dead 3 times by the time we got that thing.
you always take my accent. You guys always like.
Well, he takes my.
I just steal your guys'
Yeah, you
accent. I
just-
don't have an accent, so I just steal your
I
guys'.
think I'm gonna finish
It's,
out
I think that's like a corn attribute.
I really
It's
like
just
that
he
voice.
like
I
tries,
really like that.
he tries to like, you know.
I think I'm gonna finish out the whole series like this. Architects, guys. I think this fits right there quite well.
No, that's more southern stuff.
Yeah.
So do you think we shouldn't go in then?
I mean, I think. Here's the thing. We don't know what's beyond that. We got these guys. We alarm them. They got more coming up. They got more coming up. We don't know how far this rabbit hole goes. I'm saying we go back upstairs. Maybe even go back, report the Cyclops. We take that one googly eye back with us. Rest up. We come back. We kick some butt.
We might even be able to rest. Oh, sorry. We might even be able to rest with the mushroom men.
I could see that as a possibility.
They seem friendly, man.
So I hear. What do y'all think?
They might even have more information about these white hairy fellas.
And my axe.
All right. So that's what we're thinking.
Cool. So, to the mushroom kingdom.
Okay. You guys kind of make your way back that way. As you guys are leaving, make me a stealth check. So, like as you're like trying to.
9 plus stealth. 5? Is that 5? Seriously? Shoot. Okay. Oh,
14?
14 as well.
Half of that.
You get a 14 when you roll a 9, and I get a 14 when I roll a 5.
So you guys like as you kind of like made your way down to this thing, and the nearest drow's probably 30 or so feet away. And as you guys are like, oh, we just saw this, and you like look around and you kind of whisper into one another, and you start to turn around, and Raygrim, you kind of like
It's probably my tail.
one of your tails like kind of knocks.
One of my tails.
Yeah, your tail kind of knocks aside like a couple like rocks, and it kind of you know, and a couple of drow that were working nearby just kind of like look over at you, and most of them they don't really do much.
They definitely see us.
They definitely see you guys, but they just continue working.
Do the guards see us?
Yeah, so there's a couple of guards.
Quaggoths.
Well, there's Quaggoths and there's Drow guards. There's
Okay.
some armed people. Two of the Drow walk over to you guys, and they say, "What brings you down here?"
Just passing through. Thanks. Goodbye.
One of them, a little more stern, says, "Who sent you?"
Nobody, man.
I guess I'm taking point on this since I made a noise. I say we are just adventuring through, just trying to keep the land safe. Yeah.
He
It
says,
seems-
What
seems
my
nice
partner's trying to say is that we're lost.
That's not what I was trying to say, but I'll take it. I take lead because you're clearly the more charismatic of the two. So I'm like, oh yeah, what he said.
What my compatriot means is that we're lost. We mean you no harm, and I feel like you guys are quite busy, so unless you can help us, point us towards the direction of town, I would greatly appreciate that.
He says, there's